Year Up is a one-year intensive training program that provides low-income young adults ages 18 to 24 with a combination of hands-on skill development, college credits, corporate internships, and support. By emphasizing academic and professional rigor, setting expectations high, and a strong structure, the program guides students through the steps necessary for achieving success in the classroom and the workplace. To tell us more about this approach to empower urban young adults, we've invited Duncan McCallum. He's Executive Director of Year Up Boston. Also, Rojas. He is the Senior Director of Corporate Partnerships for Year Up Boston. And two alums, Rajon Brooks from the January '04 class, who now works as Program Manager at Youth Hub, and Elyse Beauboeuf, alumni class of July 2012, who works as a Junior Specialist at Ropes and Gray. Welcome to Urban Update. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Let me start with you, Mr. McCallum. Briefly tell us the mission of Year Up and I guess how the marketplace demands both opportunity for youth and employers' needs.
Sure. So thank you for having us on the show. So our mission is to close the opportunity divide, and we serve two constituents. The primary constituency is what we call opportunity youth. There are 4.8 million urban young adults today who are disconnected from work and school. And what you find is with poverty comes a lack of opportunity. College is not an option, it's unaffordable. And if you're born into that circumstance, you don't have access or an understanding of the jobs or the skills coming out of high school to fill them. On the employer side, there are a large number of entry-level professional positions that are very hard to fill. There aren't enough people out there, and the employers are really thirsting for young adults with grit, determination, will to work, ability to be on a team and work well on a team, professional skills. The way we serve those two needs is in a one-year program. The way it works, we have a selective admissions process where we're looking for learning aptitude, grit, determination. They spend 21 weeks with us in class, and part of that is with our staff, and part of that is surrounded by volunteers from the professional community. They're learning technical skills, but most importantly, they're learning soft skills. So learning teamwork, they're learning to give and take feedback, professional standards, there's a dress code, et cetera. It's a very high standard that we hold them to, but married with support. They graduate into an internship at week 21. They spend another 26 weeks in an internship with an employer. Along the way, they earn college credits, and they receive a stipend.
Wow, that's quite the program. How does Rojas, why do you see this as a great return on investment for companies?
What we find is that companies are locally looking for talent needs, but they're also looking globally to compete. And so when they are able to meet some of their entry-level workforce needs with people who want to launch into a career, they come back cycle after cycle and guide us on our curriculum. They guide us on how we can better prepare the young people that we work with. And we also find that they are tremendously fulfilled by the experiences and diversity and motivation that our students bring to their workforce.
Well, that's amazing. Now, Rajon, I'd love to hear about your experiences, both as a student and as an intern.
Yeah, I had a great experience working with Year Up. I interned at Putnam Investments through the program over 10 years ago. And it was a great experience, very, very eye-opening. It was my first time in a corporate setting, and I'm really grateful to Year Up for the opportunity, because I wouldn't be the same person if I hadn't gone through the program.
Well, Elsie, same question to you. Talk to me about your experience as a student and an intern at Year Up.
It was life-changing. When you first walk in the doors, you don't expect so much compassion from the staff, and you don't expect so much openness with your fellow peers, and it's really not like a college setting, it's more of like a family. So when you go in for 6 months and as a student, you form a bond when you learn these soft skills, when you learn the hardware skills, and you receive your Cisco training certificate at the end of those 6 months. You go on to your internship. I went to Wellington Management as a quality assurance tester, and that was very challenging, but it opened my eyes to see that, hey, there's more to the IT world than just fixing computers. There's more to the IT world than just fixing or learning how to use Outlook or Microsoft Word. You know, it expands your knowledge more than you can imagine.
Well, and what are you doing at Ropes and Gray?
I'm currently a junior specialist at Ropes and Gray, junior phone support specialist. So
Ropes and Gray is a law firm.
yes, we are in the Prudential, so it's. I love the view.
Who wouldn't?
I definitely love the view, but I do love the hands-on that I'm working with people. They call in, and it's just I can help them with whatever they need.
Duncan McCallum, talk to me about, I guess, the results that you've managed to have over the years. This is in several cities. Europe is in several cities, starting in Boston. Talk to me about some of the results you've had.
Sure. Well, it starts with the student impact. So the average family income, $10,000 a year. 85% of our graduates have a job or are in college full-time within 4 months. The average starting salary for our graduates is $34,000 a year. So it's just a dramatic difference. I can think of a few students who started at $50,000 a year. And that's a transformation from poverty that happens 11 months. So nationally, we started in 2001, started in Boston. Today we're in 14 cities. We serve today 2,100 students a year, 400 of those in Boston. Cumulatively, we've just served our 10,000th student.
Congratulations.
And we have plans to serve 10,000 a year by 2021.
Wow, amazing.
And triple in Boston.
Now, Habes Rojas, talk to me about the number of companies that host Europe interns in Boston, and who are some of those companies?
Sure. These companies are the bedrock of our economy here. And if you were to look at each of the 14 cities that Duncan just alluded to that we're currently in, that too would be mirrored. So first and foremost, we want to make sure that we're close to the growth economy. So in Boston, we're looking at financial services, we're looking at healthcare, we're looking at education. We're also looking at the biotech and the innovation district. The innovation that happens there informs us, guides us in terms of our curriculum, and companies like State Street, Bank of America, Fidelity, Harvard, Partners Healthcare, Children's Hospital Boston, they're our customers. We work closely with them to make sure that we understand what their entry-level workforce needs are, and that we can enable our training to prepare our young adults to succeed in that.
Now, I guess, Rajon, you're a program manager at Youth Hub. Talk to me about, I guess, what you learned at Europe, what you got out of it, how it helped you launch your career.
Well, Europe helped me navigate the corporate world, all the ins and outs, the intangibles that you don't necessarily learn at a traditional school setting,
For example?
Just how to be professional. Europe taught me how to tie a tie. You know, I mean, like Elyse was alluding to, the soft skills. That's what really helped me out. The vital elements of employability that helped me land and succeed every job that I've had in the past 10 years. That's really what helped me out. I didn't focus on IT skills that I got from Europe, but what I did take from Europe, those soft skills, that's what really helped me out in that Youth Hub.
Yeah, Elyse, what about some of those soft skills? What soft skills did you learn that really, or whatever you learned that from Europe that helped you launch your career?
Public speaking.
Oh, really?
I'd have to say that I had a lot of mentors and advisors who pushed me past my limits to do public speaking and to be a leader instead of being introverted. So when you come in, you may be introverted, and you know it's a change. So you know.
Okay, all right. And I guess, Duncan, I'll give you the last word here. I guess what would you want people to know about Europe? I mean, how do you recruit people? What type of person you're looking for? I think you said you're looking for learning aptitude, grit, and determination. How do you measure that?
Well, a lot of it's, we have an interview process that's pretty extensive. And there are many steps that a student has to go through that, you know, candidly, It's work.
Okay, all right.
Right.
We've been putting your the website up there, so anyone wants more information, they can go to your website and find out more. Europe Boston, and there it is right there. Duncan, Rojan, Elyse, and Javes, thank you all for coming in. Congratulations on having such great careers, and congratulations on having a successful program that's expanding even as we speak. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for this edition of Urban Update. But before we go, a reminder that next week we won't be on the air as Super Bowl Sunday coverage begins right after Meet the Press right here on Channel 7 as we get ready to cheer on our New England Patriots in Arizona. You can watch the game right here on Channel 7. Thank you for watching. From all of us here at Urban Update, I'm Byron Barnett. Have a great Sunday, everyone.